All right, Shalom. Salaka. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakodash, the bonus to our apostles, at Great Millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. I see brothers out there pushing his word and love and sincerity. Wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word. Calling on the names of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai in time of trouble. Excuse me. We say peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. And this is just going to be a quick video. I already touched on this, how the President Trump signing executive orders to be able to imprison United States citizens in foreign countries, and from what I'm seeing, El Salvador is one of the first countries to accept it, So, from what I'm hearing from this video that a brother posted, that anybody who is willing to resist the government, that will be pretty much carted off into another country, to face a prison sentence. And we don't know the ins and outs. This is, you got to remember, this is the devil we're talking about. We don't know the ins and outs of what that may entail. We don't know if the he's sending you to a U.S. black site, where you're going to be tortured. We don't know if we don't know if some of these foreign prisoners are on U.S. soil, on FEMA camps. We don't know what all this entails. It's like, yeah. Hold on a quick. So things are getting real serious. We're getting real close to the end. Everything's being set up for Jacob's trouble and for the famine of the word. And pretty much this is a famine of the word update. And this on this video, that I'm about to play in a minute, this guy mentioned that people who resist the government can be easily labeled as terrorists and carted off into foreign lands to face a prison sentence. There's certain legislation that was passed about, certain anti-SIM legislation that was passed, and there's other sweeping legislation that has been put in place over the years to be able to imprison anyone who may resist the government. Hey, and another thing, remember years ago they passed a bill that you can be in prison without due process indefinitely. Jake, I think that was passed when I believe that was passed when either Obama or I think that was passed either when Bush or Obama was in office. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think that was passed when President Obama was in office, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look it up and find the information. But you can be imprisoned in America without due process, you can be in prison indefinitely without a trial until they get to you. So without due process, meaning going through the court systems, they could just grab you and toss you in a cell somewhere. So hey, we're living in really exciting and interesting times, man, where the Lord is moving real fast. And it just shows you, man, like this, this truth is serious. This is very serious. And I was bringing out, um, I was bringing out with Apostle Ricard, how you know, the president, Trump, he mentioned opening back up Guantanamo Bay, and he mentioned defunding the FEMA, in which we already know that, from the beginning we've been saying that, through what we were taught by our apostles, we've been saying that, U.S. citizens will go into FEMA camps, you know, and there's FEMA camp facilities all throughout the U.S. So everything is being set up for Jacob's trouble. Everything is being set up now. With all these sweeping, uh, um, all these sweeping bills that are being signed, or legislation that's being put in place to, basically put a hell on Jake, you know, are being established, you know. So now you do something that's against government policies, they can snatch you up and throw you in a jail in Salvador, you know. But the conditions may be deplorable. You make, those people over there might put you to death while you're in one of those camps, or they could just take you to a black site and you just come up missing, you know. So everything is being set up for Jacob's trouble. Everything is being set up for these devils to put hell on Jake. Okay? So we're living in very serious times. And what matter? The scripture says, seeing all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of person are ye supposed to be? In all holy conversation and doctrine. So we got to really be pushing this work right now, because this is how we receive mercy from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. By doing this work, by being obedient, and pushing this word. That's how we're going to receive mercy, because these things are upon us and they're approaching real fast. They're approaching real fast. And before you know it, we won't be able to do the work of Yahweh Bashem. We won't be able to go on the highways and byways. The scriptures speak about how the day is going to come when no man can work. The day is going to come where we won't be able to do this work, man. So I'm gonna get into some scriptures. The first scripture, I'm gonna play this video real quick.
Hey, citizen of the United States, do you want to go to jail in El Salvador? Including those of U.S. citizenship and legal resident. It's here, folks. The threat of sending United States citizens to foreign jails. He has agreed to accept for deportation any illegal alien in the United States who is a criminal from any nationality, be they MS-13 or Tren de Aragua, and house them in his jails. He has offered to house in his jails dangerous American criminals in custody, including those of U.S. citizenship and legal residents,
including those of U.S. citizenship and legal residents. Yeah, you can be deemed a terrorist here in America and be sent to a foreign prison. That's what they're working on accomplishing. And that's what's in the works right now. And I'm sure the only prison won't be El Salvador. A lot of these countries look down on the people in America. They feel like this is a degenerate society, so they'll be willing to house. They're going to be willing to house prisoners from this country. Oh yes, indeed.
U.S. citizenship and legal resident, including those of U.S. citizenship and legal resident. It took just over 2 weeks and 1 day for the United States to make a deal with a foreign country to deport United States citizens and hold them in jail in a foreign country. I said long ago that the United States government would start threatening to deport United States citizens, and they're us out loud saying it right now. They're not saying we're going to deport you, but they're doing.
Hey, guess who else said it? Apostle Rakah. Apostle Rakah has been saying this for weeks now. He's been saying, they not since this whole deportation thing started. Apostle Rakah been saying this, and I'm a witness, and I know other brothers that are been around him. Have heard him say this. He said they're gonna start getting niggas too, Pookie, Ray, Big Shirley, and Keisha, and they about to start deporting them too. And hey, man, you can't say that man is not a spiritual man. Now, before these bills were even passed, he been saying it through the spirit, man. He been saying it that this was going to be happening. And sometimes when brothers say things, you let a demon be like, demons try to fuck with you and be like, he just mad at niggas. He just don't like niggas. But hey, the apostle be in the spirit, man. And you got to rebuke these demons that come to fuck with your mind, because of course spirits was like, yeah, he just saying that because he don't like niggas. But I'm like, no, that could happen, and I even did a lesson on it, and I even started looking at the news to see what was going on, man. And the spirit, and I remember Trump saying, look, we're gonna be able to pay a small fee to foreign countries to imprison repeat offenders. Salakia.
Just loud enough to start to quiet resistance. And that's the scary part, the part that should concern you. They're making it just close enough that people aren't going to be willing to resist. This is how you lose all of your power. The fear suppresses the resistance. But don't mistake me. I believe that if they had a reason, they would absolutely send United States resistance to foreign prisons to El Salvador. Do you have any idea what the condition of
Resistance, that's anybody who speaks against the government. So this is a sign of Jacob's trouble, man. Any resistance against the government can be sent to serve prison sentences in foreign lands. And you got to remember that the U.S. has black sites that are in other countries where they take people to torture people. So they may say, yeah, you go in prison in foreign land and take you to some black site. Hey, the scriptures say we shall be brought before kings and rulers. So the scriptures are not lying, man. But every day, these things are coming more and more to life. We're going to be brought before the kings and rulers of these nations to let them know, look, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, the Lord is going to give, he said, think not what you shall say, for it shall be given thee what to say in that hour.
those jails is going to be? Do you have any idea what will happen to resistance? Do you know how easy it is to categorize someone who protests against the government as a violent criminal?
Yep. See, someone who protests against the government. That's what, when we go out there to the camp every weekend, we're protesting against the government. So I got a feeling that we're not gonna be. Hey, we were saying this over the years. Hey, what happens if the leadership disappears? What are you guys gonna do? You gonna stop doing the work? You gonna give up? You gonna turn your back on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Because they might very well start coming after brothers. We may see brothers start to disappear. Who knows? But we know the prophecy that the scriptures say that we're going to be brought before kings and rulers. So who's to fucking say if a bunch of brothers that are in the truth, if they just start coming up missing? And what are you brothers gonna do? Y'all gonna get discouraged? What y'all gonna get discouraged? Y'all gonna fall out the truth? Y'all gonna stop teaching? Are you gonna be fully persuaded in your own mind to do this work? You know? But eventually there's gonna come a time when where we not gonna be able to be out on the street corners. It's gonna come a time where that famine of the word is approaching really fast. This is Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, it said, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Okay, so it's high time to awake out of sleep, man. It's high time to shake yourself off and get serious. Because now the Lord is about to bring Jacob's trouble. Now it's gonna come a point where it's gonna be hard. It's either hard or we ain't gonna be out there on the street corners anymore. So are you rooted and built up? Have you been doing the work on yourself to be rooted and built up for the times to come? You know, or hey, it's gonna be known who are the Lord's servants in that time, and who's been bullshitting, who been fucking off, who been just being a chicken eating napkin brother, whose intentions aren't real. You know, so it's gonna come a time where you know the Lord is gonna test us to see how real we are, to see if we really believe in this thing. That's Satan. Hold on. It's Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. You know? So you know, it's gonna come a time where we're not gonna be able to be out here teaching this word, man. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. So these people are going to be looking for an answers from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They're going to be looking for people to tell them what's going on, and the Lord is going to have his man withdrawn from the streets. The Lord is going to have his man in hiding place, and all hell is going to be breaking loose out here. Jacob's trouble. People are going to getting put to death by all kind of robots and drones and shit. It's all pandemonium, and hell is going to break out here to the point where it's going to be starvation. There's going to be people getting eaten by wild animals. There's going to be troops on the ground. There's going to be people getting disappeared. Women getting raped. Houses being kicked doored and ransacked. Oh, there's going to be groups of people. There's going to be groups of people going around raiding, looking for food, looking for supplies, and people are going to people's lives are going to be totally disrupted, you know. This is the book of Isaiah 30:12. It says, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So that means that when these devils, when they get ready to move, it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be quick, and that they gonna bring all kind of hell and destruction when they get ready to move, man. People are gonna start being disappeared. You know, the people's ways of life are gonna be disrupted. you know, because this man, he's gonna go on a bloodthirsty rampage, you know. So that's important. That's the importance of us doing this work. That's the importance of us working out our salvation with fear and trembling while we have time, while we have liberty to do so, so we can be protected from the days of evil, from the days to come, because that's what's coming. That's what's coming. The time of Jacob's trouble, a time such as no other time upon the earth. I'm gonna get that scripture. You know, because Jake don't believe in this truth, man. Jake don't believe that the Lord is going to accomplish everything that He said. You know, but the Lord is setting everything up. The Lord is setting everything up. The Lord is setting everything up so that, you know, when this man get ready to roll, it's gonna be a great slaughter. It's going to be a great slaughter in this land. People are going to be getting snatched up. Women are going to be getting raped. People are going to be sent to prisons, foreign prisons. This country is basically going to become a complete and total dictatorship. But also, the scriptures say, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a standard against them, and that standard is going to be, men are going to receive spiritual power. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." So how is our people going to be saved? The Lord is going to lift up a standard by giving men spiritual power to fight back the things that are coming in the earth. The Lord is going to give men power. You know, then the Lord is going to fight for us. You know, so, in the end, in the end, there's a payoff for doing this work. You know, and yeah, some people gonna die as be martyrs and come back, but they're gonna be the first off those ships to put chains on these heathen nations, man, and subdue them. You know, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Things are getting real heavy. So we gotta be on point, man. We gotta be on our shit. We only have a limited time to serve the Lord before everything is stopped. Hey, and another thing Apostle Rick been saying, we ain't gonna always be out here. We ain't got long before us going on the highways and byways is put to a halt, man. Because it's gonna come a point where if you don't want to listen to what we're saying, then fuck you. Go and die somewhere. That's gonna be the end all be all for a lot of people. You know. So that's pretty much it, man. With that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, about the Shema Kakadash, the answer apostle and elders at Great Millstone, the rule of honor and diligence unto you, brothers and sisters out there listening and learning. Shalom.